Well, welcome back, my friends. Merry Christmas Eve, and we're going to get out here and do some merry cutting. We got the K-Bar Big Brother 1095 Crow Van. Before we get too far into this, 22 veterans a day in this country commit suicide. It's our goal and our job and our commitment to bring awareness to that. And so hopefully that's what we do with every video that we bring it up, is we bring a little more awareness to it. And guys, if you would in the comments, just put hashtag 22 a day. If you'll notice, it turns blue. That way somebody can hit that and take it to them. It might offer some help, and it again will spread some awareness. Now, vets, it's Christmas Eve, guys, and I love you every day of the year, but I'm really thinking about you tonight. Don't fight this fight alone. You are not alone. So we're with you. We're with you. You fought for us. Let us fight for you. We back the blue. How do we do that, kids? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Hang in there. Keep in there. It'll stick one time. Now, you notice that the K-Bar Big Brother, it is 1095 Crow Van. This thing, there's very few knives that I've ever picked up, and I felt, wow, I'm connected to this knife. I love this knife. From the time I unboxed this thing last night, I love this knife. This is all out of the box. I didn't sharpen it up at all prior to this video. Now, I cut up some palmettos and stuff. I did play with the edge afterwards. And there, attaboy, Scab. Sheer power there. Look, that's just a good-looking knife, man. It's a good-looking combat knife. I don't know much about combating with it, but I know I can swing it. Now watch here. Old Scab right there. We went and had us a couple McRibs. That's a Christmas tradition with extra pickles. Got to have them extra pickles on the McRib, son. So there we are, just banging away. This is the probably the most hated vine in all of Florida, right here. I don't know what they're called, and I don't care. Now remember, guys, I have to say this every video because some of you just don't get it. But these are areas where we're working now. It's off today, but in about 2 weeks, bulldozers will have all this cleaned out, and it'll be gone, which sucks balls because I love being in the woods and I love all that. But I like taking these opportunities to test knives. See, I don't just open a box and show it to you because I'm not that knowledgeable. The guys who do those videos, who only show the knife, most of the time are very knowledgeable and keep it interesting. Ben, rear guy, comes to mind. I could watch his videos all day long. And there I'm pointing that out. But this is my speed right here. Because I speak in half thoughts and give you a bunch of false information. So it's just better I show you. Now, you see the knife going to work there? I could use this knife, and I'm telling y'all the God's honest truth, all day long. Now, look at that. Vine right in twain, son. Right in twain. Kind of like my head. Cut half my head off there. I'm not a filmographer. Now, let's see what we got here. A little slicey dicey. And I moved it around. Sometimes, guys, if you see me moving the thing around, it's the knife just takes too big of a bite, and I'm not going to sit here and fight it. This knife came out of the box pretty damn sharp. Now, Captain Electro unboxed the K-Bar the other day. He was talking about how he felt the edge was kind of rough-hewn with a belt. This one's the same way. Same exact way. So it does leave now, is it sharp? Oh, yeah. Yeah. But it does leave a little room for improvement. Now there, I'm trying the serrations. The serrations are on the spine of the knife. That's the only way that I'm going to have a knife with serrations. And I'm going to have to sharpen them up too, because I can tell you, that part, I wasn't that impressed. Now, again, I think there's potential there, and when I'm done with this part of the video, I will sharpen everything up, maybe cut a piece of paper or something. I know how y'all just stay impressed with that. So here we go. Let's see what we got here. Choop! Right there in twain, son. Twainage. Now you'll see I am carrying the RMJ U-cap on the other side. Every now and then, I don't do it often, but every now and then I'll have my little backup knife. And I've been really working on the sharpness of that RMJ. I hope to do, a couple paper tests with it soon. But we're going to make sure they're sharp first. So here we go. Another vine, just shaved it right up. Not a problem. Now, I did a lot of hacking in this video, and here I am shaving my leg. Now, I despise this test. That's why y'all don't see me do it a whole lot. But it is what it is, and in the interest of fairness, I thought I would do it. I also usually cut myself when I do it, so that's never a big favor. There we go. Oh yeah, Scab and there's the top of my head. You can see where I've been hit with everything. Look like a wrestler's head, like pro wrestler head. All right, move on from that. There we go. Good job, Scab. Now right here, I sped this part up. I got in here. I love getting in on these palmettos. However, whether it's December 24th or June the 1st or whenever, we are in Florida. Florida is in the 70s. And if it's in the 70s, certain animals are out and about. Namely, yellow dam jackets. And at the end of this little segment, 2 of them got me right on my bird finger, man. That's why I don't care how long you've been in the woods or what kind of know-it-all you think you are. When you get in them woods, check your surroundings. I should have known better. We've had a little bit of cool weather this year, though. But I should have known to check. A lot of times, man, yellow jackets, hornets, whatever, will make their nest in these palmettos. I know that. But you know what? Every now and then, the good Lord will remind you. And he dang sure reminded me during this thing. I mean, they've like been on fire, son. But back to the knife. Now, you see that big blade just going to work there. I think we said it's almost a 9-inch cutting surface. I think it's like 8 7/8, something like that. I gave the specs on it last night. It's got a big fat, up there, had to retreat out of there. It got me. Was not happy. So I moved on. The lesser reviewer would have just called it a day and went home, son, but not old Scabber. No, sir. No, sir. I put a little salve on it, got me a Claritin, and I'm good to go. Recovered well. Now you see the sheer form there. Now, one thing you'll notice, another big part of Florida. Now we're supposed to have a hard freeze tonight and tomorrow night. It's hard to believe. We're going to have a 40-degree drop tonight. Just watched it on the news. So there you go. And it's about 80-90% chance rain. Now let me explain something to you on the percentage of rain in Florida. Okay? When they say it's 80 or 90%, that is not the percentage like, oh, that's the percentage chance of the rain. No, that's the area that's going to get covered. So 80 to 90% of my area will get covered with rain. That's not debatable. That's the way it is here. You see me looking at my finger because it hurts like hell. Again, a lesser reviewer would have packed it in. Roll Scab's kind of tough there. Of course, can't be too tough if I keep looking at a finger got stung by a yellow jacket. And I did speed this part up. And normally I do have them cat-like reflexes, but just wanted y'all to know I sped this part up. And you see the big brother just going to work there, son. This is a heck of a knife. Like I said, I guess you call it craton or whatever handles. I didn't get the stacked leather. I have a K-bar with a stacked leather, the traditional fighting knife. But the 2 K-bars that I carry the most, well, this is going to be one because I'm going to rotate this in. And the K-bar fighting knife that I cut the guard off, it kind of looks like a dog's head utility. They're both 1095. They're both, well, it's 1095 Crovan. Now you remember that's an old steel. That comes out of that old Sharon Steel Company from the early 1900s. So it's an old steel. You do have to, I'll have to oil it up and get it ready because it will rust on you. There we go. Good look at the knife. Now, like right here, we're going back to work, clearing out some more area. Now, I chose different size branches, different size crap for these tests. Did more chopping. I think this is a true chopper because it did get it done. I like the edge bevel on it. It is a little rough, I think it's just exactly what Captain Electro said. They'd used a rougher belt on it. And I got hit in the face there. I'm telling you, it was tough on old Scab right there on the eve before the Lord was born. Beat me half to death out here. But we're out there, we're hacking away. Got some smaller limbs that had to come out of there. So I figured this would be a good chance now. Oh, I know what I was going to say a while ago, and I got sidetracked. You'll notice when you see me pulling these trees, how they're hooked to that's them damn vines. And look at that, just swinging away like it's got good sense. Swinging away again in Margaritaville. Now, they're doing some cutting. Y'all notice the fighting stance here, and I got on my Twisted Mr. Donnie B All Day shirt. Now, one of my buddies, and I'm not going to say who it is, it's Chris Purnell, but I'm not going to say that, Perny. Perny's 6'6", 400 pounds, asked me if it was a Twisted Sister shirt. Love you to death, Perny. Watch the video, son. Now, Perny's a good dude. I love that dude to death. We work together at USIC, and I think that's about it. Him and Hoda and Bad Brad are all big buddies. Well, Hoda's dead, but Bad Brad and Perny is a good dude, and I know I talk about these people like y'all know them, but I feel like you do, because I feel like y'all are rapidly, becoming family. Those of you I like, some of you I don't. Let's get back to the video. Scab, they're rambling. Maybe a little too much eggnog. So here we go, guys. Do I like this knife? Does a bear shit in the woods? Yeah. I really like this knife. I got the same feeling off this knife, same vibe off this knife that I got off that Miller. And it's comfortable. There, I'm looking at my hand again. I have to toughen up, son. It's comfortable. Do I recommend it? Yeah, this was $100. I think it was $107 delivered. That ain't bad, guys. That's not bad at all. I'll do another video with this knife. Something with a little more bushcrafty type stuff. I know this is a lot of chopping, a lot of slicing in this one. But the other side is, man, we got out and did a little Christmas shopping, got Megatron her Christmas present. And Lord knows, after a day of that, son, I'm surprised Megan ain't out here beside me with a machete just knocking stuff down. It was one of them days. So I wanted to get out in the woods, and I love that so much. And I thought, y'all haven't seen the back of me for this long in a long time, so let's do it up. Now, you'll notice, too, I made a statement about the different sizes. Here it is, Scab. Here we go. Donnie B All Day drop test. Boom. Perfect. Here's what I was going to say. I watched the video again. The guy, Doug Micarta, world famous Filipino martial arts guy, and he's on Forged in Fire, the It Will Kill guy. He actually was in on the design of this knife, which makes perfect sense as to why it is so balanced. Now, I didn't make that up. I watched the damn video. If you don't believe me, y'all watch it. Not arguing with you about it. But you can tell Micarta had a hand in this, because this thing, I'm not a knife fighter. I've said that a million times, and you're not either. Some of you just hadn't realized that yet. But what I'm saying to you is this. Donnie B All Day did one of the best videos on this knife, and how balanced and how good it is for, say, knife fighting. I can tell you this. If I had to get in a knife fight, and Lord knows, how do you stay out of them, Scab? Well, you use common sense. But if it just came down to it, this knife right here would be one of my first choices. This and the Preacher. So I could take on the Army if I had this and the Preacher. But the thing about this one is, it's balanced. It feels good in hand. It's comfortable. Is this a beginner knife? If you wanted to buy one for your teenage son, and let me please understand what I'm saying right here. Is it a good beginner knife? Yes. Because I think the guard on it is safe. I think it's well constructed. It is a big knife, but I think it's big enough that it'll allow for some mistakes. It's got a good point on it. If I recommend it, and I am recommending this, if you get it, just spend some time with your kids. If you get it for your kid, spend some time with them, show them how to use it. Well, guys, listen, I love y'all. Megatron and I did a little quick thank you video, just a Merry Christmas video, so we won't get too sloppy here. Just want to say to you, Merry Christmas Eve. Spend some time with your families. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Scab. You're not. Bye, big brother, and we gone.